Have you ever noticed that some of the smartest people never seem to move forward? They have big ideas, deep thoughts, and endless potential, yet somehow they stay stuck. Smart people usually don't struggle with ideas. They struggle with finally taking action. Their minds are always busy, thinking, analyzing, planning, but rarely moving. They can explain success perfectly to others, but their own progress quietly stays unfinished. They consume endless information every day and slowly mistake learning for doing. They keep preparing for the perfect moment, but perfection keeps delaying the first step. Then something confusing happens. Less talented people start moving ahead. Because intelligence can become a trap. Too many thoughts create mental paralysis. Smart people often build perfect plans in their heads. But life rewards execution, not imagination. And over time, the gap becomes painful. They know what they could become, but stay stuck watching it. The hardest part isn't failure. It's knowing you never truly started. Smart people often think more deeply than others. But deep thinking can quietly become hesitation. They create complex plans for every possibility. Yet the simplest action never begins. Because intelligence sees every risk clearly, and sometimes fear hides behind logic. They compare themselves constantly, not to improve, but to avoid feeling behind. Their brain stays active all day, but motion without action changes nothing. They become obsessed with making the perfect choice and end up making no choice at all. Meanwhile, average people move faster, not because they know more, but because they start before feeling ready. That's when the realization finally appears. Progress doesn't begin with confidence. It begins with movement. One small action changes everything, because action slowly silences overthinking. The smartest people stop feeling stuck the moment they stop trying to be perfect. The solution was never becoming smarter. It was finally becoming willing to start small. Big plans feel exciting, but tiny completed actions change your life. Progress is never clean or perfect. The people who grow are the ones who keep moving anyway. A focused mind becomes powerful not when it thinks more, but when it distracts itself less. Discipline doesn't appear overnight. It grows quietly through repeated small actions. Eventually, your actions and your potential begin matching each other. And that changes everything. Thoughts never fully disappear, but you stop obeying every single one of them. Then one day, your struggle becomes someone else's lesson, because you finally understand what truly matters. Success rarely comes from giant breakthroughs. It comes from small steps repeated long enough. Smart people stay stuck when they wait for certainty. But freedom begins the moment you simply start.